What up?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, just getting these audits done.
Yeah, how many left on those?
Oh, we have a couple left, but for me, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, that one job that was 50,000 square feet.
Huh?
What was this street?
Give me 1 second, sorry. What do you mean? Like, you need the street name again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it was Kirkway, right?
Yeah, I think it was Kirkwood, yeah.
Well, it's not showing up on Megamax in the job request.
Let me check. It's gonna be the one with the most pictures that I had added, so,
Hello?
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 It looks... What the hell? It was in here, I don't know what happened. Because I had 17 pictures added, I remember looking at that, and I was like, wow, I have, like, the most pictures added out of everyone, so it must have not went through, I guess.
Oh, it's not in there?
No, it's not.
You still don't have the pictures on your iPad, do you?
I do.
Do you remember what the measurements were?
Yes, because I put it in my notes.
So could you...
Yeah, I have the measurements and I have the photos in my, I have everything.
Okay, can you put it back in?
Yeah, I'll put them in right now.
All right, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thanks.
I'm thankful that, sorry, my AirPod just died, but I'm thankful that I kept the pictures and I have the notes still. That would have been bad.
Yep. That would have been.
Alright, I'm going to upload that right now. Is there anything else you need?
Nope, that was it.
Alright.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Alright, no problem. Peace.
Bye. All right. Map it away.
Map it.
Let's go.
All right. Kirkway it is.
Yes.
Headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
We are brought to you by Michigan Hair Restoration. NFL Draft Thursday night. Complete coverage right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Consensus now is the Lions will be getting Michigan edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson at number 2 overall.
That's my name.
Going to Jacksonville at number 1. He's also the favorite at Las Vegas, going from plus 200 to minus 150 overnight at Caesar Sports Football. Hutchinson went from minus 170 to plus 160 is his odds of going first overall. University of Michigan's Moussa Diabate enters the 2022 NBA draft. He will not get an agent at this time, thus retaining his amateur eligibility. Tigers at 7-10 on today. They open a 3-game set in Minnesota tomorrow evening. NBA playoffs continues tonight. Celtics could sweep the Nets to the win in Brooklyn tonight. Nets are favored by 1. Sixers host the Raptors, leading 3-1. They are favored by 8. And the Jazz and Mavs meet in Dallas tonight. That series tied at 2. At the ticket update desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more 97.1, the ticket or Odyssey.com.
Tennessee Titans losing former Michigan tackle Taylor Lewan for the first 4 games of the regular season. Former confirms on Twitter he recently tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Tigers in Seattle tonight. First pitch 10-10 right here on the ticket. At the ticket update desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1, theticket.com.
I have cheated.
It's an oldie but a goodie. When your update guy almost chokes live on air. Hour number 2, great to have you with us. So what's up? You hadn't heard that before?
I have. It's still funny.
Oh my God, right at the start, he's like, so look.
That and the fact that I don't know if this will get you back on social media or not, that Twitter's been bought for $44 billion. No. Elon Musk. Go ahead.
Great.
No, go ahead.
Maybe. Here's what we're talking about. You did hear it in the update there. Not the one where Jeff was choking, but the one where he was, delivering solid tidbits.
What? Did he send a second? Or was that the only one that he sent?
No, that's what we got. That was live.
Oh, that was live?
Brought to you by Almonds. So, overnight, the odds are now solidly with Trayvon Walker going number 1 overall to Jacksonville. So my question to you has been, is this a blessing or is this a problem? Because we all thought Aiden would go number 1 and the Lions would make a choice at 2, and there are a couple of risky but high upside players. Well, now the Lions are in the most unfortunate spot, which is to do what the Lions normally do and just be safe and sound. Local boy makes good, and what about the team store? And it's taking Aiden. And I've said it all along. I'm Team Thibodeau. Aiden's a good player, fine enough, but find me anyone talking about him as transcendent, talking about him as a superstar. No, don't send me your Uncle Zito's mock draft. No.
Right, not saying who's going to go 1.
Yeah, just find me anyone comping him.
Somebody saying he's a potential Hall of Famer.
Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett,
Difference maker.
Von Miller. Got the type of pass rusher that goes 1 or 2. No one's saying it because no one believes it. And if Aiden is so sweet, why is Jacksonville passing him? Safe, it's easy. It makes sense, right? You won't get made fun of for taking him. Oh, and they have Josh Allen on the other side, so be a real nice fit. This kid played really well with a supporting cast on the other side. Guys, that's where I get a little scared.
Here's the thing. All the people who have that could be a potential difference maker, they're not in the position to take. They're a quarterback, Malik Willis, could be a potential difference maker. Jordan Davis, could be. Kyle Hamilton, could be. These are people, I've heard that with these guys. But with the defensive ends that are coming out, yeah, they're good. All kind of a dime a dozen, shake up the bag.
So let me ask you this question, right? Just take away any positional bias, take away any, they can't take this, shouldn't do. Who's the difference maker in the top 10? If I got to put on your gravestone, Rico Beard promised me player blank was going to be the best of the top 10 picks, who would it be?
My guy's not in the top 10. So
Gravestone.
You know who I'd say.
Just say it then.
Jordan Davis.
Okay. Put Jordan Davis on his gravestone. Like, for me, it's Kayvon. I still believe that kid has greatness with him, and I'm willing to take the risk. How many people, if I said to them, you can choose any of these, who cares about the roster? Who cares about it? Just who's the best guy? How many guys are taking Aiden? Because Jacksonville's got the #1 pick overall, and the last I checked, they stink, and they ain't taking it, according to Las Vegas. So we want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Are you elated if they end up with Aiden on Thursday night? Do you feel like we feel that he's a good player, but two's too high, that you'd rather gamble a little bit? Or maybe you're pumped up about it, that in a draft that doesn't feature an obvious superstar, take the safest guy. I'm not going to yell at you. I just approach it differently.
Then who's on your team, Scott?
That'd be Jesus.
Well, yes, but I'm on board with you. It would be Jordan Davis. I would take my shot with Jordan Davis.
Guys,
he has the most.
Come on. We can't keep doing
You asked the question.
Mr. Ben Simmons. You're not going to live this one down.
There's nothing to live down. I'd still bring him here. We have no talent. We got dollar houses in this city. Why can't I have a dollar power forward in orange glasses? So here's what I will say.
We got no talent, and Mike wants to sell you a used NFT.
Well, yes, I do. Here's my question, though. How much can you use an NFT?
I don't know. Right, that's how worthless he is.
I don't think that's accurate. How much of this has to do with the grievance? See, that's the thing that jokers like you aren't factoring in. He has filed a grievance for $20 million. Does him playing affect the grievance? I'm asking. I'm not speaking as an authority.
At this point, I don't think it does. I think it's
sorry, he'll be an all-star next year.
I think it's what the lack of what he has in his team.
I'll get my revenge.
Yeah, I would.
Next series, an all-star.
If the grievance was with if the grievance
Arizona Barnstorm,
the Santa Fe Toreros,
right?
If the grievance was with the Nets, I would say this would be a factor. Another team, though, I don't think it's a real factor unless his agent is getting involved.
Hey, man, I just leave open the possibility. I leave open my heart to love.
Or he is as soft as microwave butter.
I'm choosing to ignore that. 248-539-9797. Matt is up next. 97.1. What's up, Matty?
Hey, boys. How are we today?
Good, man.
Hey, listen, same reason I'm out on Kayvon. I just think it's just like yourself, right? If you took that series right now and Greg, just talent on paper, the first two picks you would have is KD and Kyrie. But they don't play together. They're terrible people, and it's just an absolute muddle in New Jersey, or Brooklyn rather, and that's why your C's who play the team, who have the right pieces together, are working. I'm not an Eden lover by any means. I just think that we all have too many holes where we can't take somebody that we don't know is going to be there for 4, 5, 10 years. I think Eden is a red backside, if you will, and he's going to be that try-hard guy who's going to change the culture that we always keep saying we need to change the culture with. And I feel like Kayvon is kind of not somebody that's going to be football. And I think that's... he would be a pick if we were Super Bowl contenders. Like, I think he's a part of the piece that gets us over the top. I don't think he's a piece that build on and around.
I mean, I don't know why you think that, but I mean, it's a free country. Like, the guy's going to go in the top 5. Like, why? We have to stop acting like the guy's available at 26. Like, why would you say, like, what report is the report that got Matt to go, oh, man, can't bring this guy home to mom?
I guess I'm not sour on him, and I guess it sounds like I am, but it's this whole off-the-field thing. I guess the crypto thing really gets to me, the whole brand thing that gets to me, and I feel like he wants to do that. That's great. I'm all for that, but he wants to be in a market where it's going to maximize his ability to do that, and that's great for him. So there are teams where Kayvon will be there and succeed. I think he's a perfect fit for your Giants at 5 because New York's a market where he's going to be able to expose himself brand-wise, and I think he'll give his motor because he's got that market to do it. I think
so. Matt, hold on real quick. I'm going to let you finish. So you're saying because he wants to market himself, you don't want him in Detroit?
I don't think that he wants to be in Detroit. I think he wants to be in a big market. draft, or the draft lottery year, he came out. I don't think he's sitting on the bench right now. I think he's working to get in shape to promote his brand up throughout New York City, but because he's in lowly New Orleans, he doesn't have the motivation.
No, okay. I understand that.
His personal goals don't align with the market. That's all.
Okay, no, I get it. I just wanted some clarification.
I like Matt's explanation, by the way.
No, I'm not mad at it. I disagree because I look at people like Giannis who are in Milwaukee, and I see him in commercials all over the place. Milwaukee's not this big town.
Here's the other thing I would say. And Matt, look, not everything's created equal. I'm just offering you something. There was another player who was very Thibodeau-esque, who the Lions took, and he was a superstar. You could argue he was the best player on the defensive side of the football while he was here. It was Ndamukong Suh. Him leaving here had more to...
Juan Gonzalez, he was already planning his exit in his second contract before he...
You drafted a guy in 2 overall.
Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Did you intend on leaving your window open, the side without the screen?
No.
Okay, yeah. Want me to call you later?
No, it's all right.
I was so shocked that Boo was still in the house because I couldn't find him anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I saw him. He came out like 2 minutes later.
The side without the screen, I cracked it open so he could stick his nose out and smell. And then I forgot.
Oh.
And then I forgot.
You forgot to close it. I couldn't believe that he didn't jump. Couldn't have been able to fit through it.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to either.
No, he would fit through that.
No way.
He's just a chicken. He won't jump. I closed that window.
Okay.
He's a tree dweller. He's also a chicken, though.
Yeah.
All right, baby. On your way home?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Did Ricky laugh at my guess? Like I've been on a carnival ride?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go.
All right. We'll see you later.
See you. Okay, bye.
She was wishing.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah.
Yes.
job like 5 different times, and it will not go through.
It's probably because you're trying to put in too many pictures.
So you think I should slim it down a little bit?
Yeah, slim it down to like 5. Pick out the 5 that show the work the best.
Okay. Alright, but
Try. I mean, you could try 10, but if that doesn't work, cut it down even more.
okay.
All right.
Alright. Peace.
Bye.
In the top 3 that are non-quarterbacks. And that's just what it is. It's not your fault. It's not his fault. This is just that type of draft where it is really quantity over the quality. That there's 40 good football players. There's just not 4 superstars. So in the effort to find that superstar, I'd rather take a swing at 2 and go with Thibodeau. And I understand many people won't. My reasons are football. I don't give a damn. You think I care if the Giants took Aiden Hutchinson? Fine with it. I don't care if he was Satan, much less played for U of M. I think he's solid. I think he'll help somebody next year. But will he ever be that guy? That's where I struggle. David Ticketex.
It's not fair to compare Aiden to Miles or either of the brothers because those guys aren't in this draft.
I'd say
Aiden is one of the top prospects in this draft.
It's totally fair for me to say that you're stupid because you are.
Yeah, if that's okay with you.
I compare them with those players because that's the type of player you need to be to go this high.
That's fair enough.
Okay? Dum-dum? Yes, it is fair. I didn't compare him to Ray Nitschke.
Figure it out from
I didn't make some wild comp from 40 years ago. I took the players that were drafted in the last decade that are listed as the preeminent prospects that were taken this high. So my expectation is if you want me to be excited about taking him, does he live up to the standard that's been set in recent years? Dodo Bird.
Because, Mike, you asked the question about the best top 10 pick. I'm taking Sauce Gardner. He is my best top 10 pick.
So, hold on for a second.
Kirkway, we don't have to do.
Because Rico's like bursting at the seams. This is his player. This is his friend.
Yep,
he is tight with the coaching staff. He is tight with the family. Rico. If that happened, and I don't think there's any chance, if it happened, do you buy what that ticket texter's saying? That somehow he has a higher ceiling overall than Hutchinson.
Yeah,
Got it.
I mean, he's getting comparisons to
Bloomfield Hills.
Jalen Ramsey.
Got it.
You are hearing that. Whereas we're saying, nobody's saying this about Aiden. They're saying a lot of things about Sauce Gardner, but it's the fact that we're so gun-shy here, that's off the board.
Well, you took a quarter of 3.
And he's got to pay for those sins.
I got that figured out.
Sauce, look at his record, knowledge, how well he played, and yeah, they're saying he is an elite corner coming out of the draft.
Here's the thing that's intriguing with him. Is he 6'. It's just uncommon size. It's uncommon length and wingspan, and it's that's a weapon if you've got that.
And I was about to say, but it's needed now because you look at these big receivers coming out. And going up against a 5'10" corner, you got a distinct difference. Now, if you're a 6'4" receiver, you got a 6'3" corner, now level that play. You just can't throw the ball up and play catch.
There's a vote for Sauce. Go ahead.
NFL.com scouting report shows Bosa and Hutchinson as very comparable players. Also, Bosa did have Chase Young opposite him.
Okay, go ahead. Actually, so do me a favor.
No, because Chase Young replaced Bosa.
But he was there. That's what I was about to say.
No, but Young, Chase Young was on the bench. And when Bosa sat the year out, Chase Young went into that spot.
But that's what I was about to say. Chase wasn't Chase Young.
That's exactly the lengths that people.
No, but
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Find a single person in the National Football League who puts Aiden as good of a prospect as Joey or Nick Bosa. You're not going to find one. Just for the...
Oh, I mean, it's very impressive.
He's worked himself into being the best version of himself he can be. I just have major doubts he turns into a superstar. Does it mean it's a bad pick? No. No, if Brad Holmes does his job and he puts a lot of talent around Aiden Hutchinson, sure.
And here's, this is once again, if you want to play the whole what-if game, okay, let's go back in time, and you have Chase Young, Nick Bosa,
Door's
Joey
already
Bosa,
done.
and Aiden Hutchinson.
He goes fourth.
Which one are you taking? You can have your choice. All three rookie season. Which one would you take?
Probably Nick Bosa.
Wouldn't be Aiden.
No. There's not a human being alive.
Everybody keeps saying, well, he's just, if you had the choice,
right,
he would not be your pick. You're right. He would be the fourth pick.
Hey, you know what's weird? Jacksonville had the opportunity to take Aiden. They're taking someone else.
A legend. I still think they're going to take
Okay,
him.
I'm making
No, I understand what you're saying, Mike. I get it. Calm down.
No, I'm not mad at you.
One Ben Simmons joke, and you just lose.
Oh, no, it's okay. I deserve it.
But they're looking elsewhere, right?
You know what it is?
They're not solid.
Right. I want to love something half as much as these people love a player that they don't know, never met, and will never know. Like, I don't understand the fealty that these people pay to this guy.
What is more, or the disdain for a player that they don't know and never met because he has outside interests outside of football?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Because the Thibodeau, guys,
Nothing.
It's not like he got into a police chase over the weekend.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's got this long, he's got stuff outside of football.
Like the best radio thing would be Hutch coming here and Tibbs going to my Giants. Because then we'd have direct fun.
Yeah. That would be root for radio. Which I think, I still think that Aiden, in the end, because remember last year it was, will Jacksonville take Zach Wilson? Is that possible? No, it wasn't. He went to the Jets. They took Trevor Lawrence.
I just, again, I can't forget about, and this is the difference. So you get one mock draft, and then you get actual NFL people. And we read you the quotes about Aiden, safe double. Aiden, nice player, not great. Safe player, right? These are actual general managers, actual scouts.
Turn right.
And then it's playing out that way where Jacksonville's going to go, you know what? We're going to throw caution to the wind. We're going to try something bolder. Now, maybe it pays off. Maybe Trayvon's a bum, and Aiden comes here and has 8 sacks every year for the next 7 years. And he's a nice player. Good against the run, solid pass rusher, and he does a bunch of Ford commercials. It'll just be wondrous for everybody. That's not the type of player to get you to a Super Bowl. Right. And that's my issue. Or maybe he comes here and he turns into Super Bowl. And he ends his career with 106 sacks, and he's just a monster.
I have my full phone lines told you jackasses. He was a Hall of Fame.
You know the funny part, though? It's the ticket texters who are more hard up for it than the call. I think the calls have been excellent. I think the callers are generally open-minded.
It's easier to do ticket text and just fire off what you have to say. You're an idiot. You don't know football. Yeah.
See, it's interesting. That sounds a lot like something else I have no respect for.
But a caller.
Oh, wait, social media.
But a caller.
They're pumped. They're scared.
But a caller actually has to have a conversation. And you know what normally happens in those conversations?
The callers have been great.
They come in with all this fire, but in the end, they're like, well, you know what? I can see both sides.
I think deep in their bowels, they have the same concerns about Hutch that we do.
At the next stop sign.
And I think there are plenty of people who say, I'm going to take him, but I understand. That's really all you're trying to do. There are very few callers who have called up and just teammate, very few, versus ticket text, which is like talking to Oscar the Grouch. 248.
I have to take your word. You're off Twitter and social media. I'm off ticket text.
Just get with David Gibbs.
Oh, I'm about to say, I got nothing.
248-539-9797. We'll get more of your calls. Get to an NFL Blitz later in the hour as well. 4 o'clock, I got a couple things for you, including a baseball stat that will just blow your pants off. And then we'll get to this NBA issue because I think we're approaching critical mass with something. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Rapid Roofing. A couple of crashes reported in Warren this afternoon. 13 mile at Hoover, another on Ryan Road northbound at Chicago Road. Out on M59 eastbound at Van Dyke Avenue, construction will continue through Friday. Right now there's a left lane closure with traffic slow from Ryan Road, and also slowdowns because of road work out on 94. Westbound there's a right lane closure between the Lodge and 96 with traffic backed up to 75. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Tonight, Game 4 for that.
Nothing. Oh, nothing. How dare you? White goal.
onto Franklin Road.
There are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind.
At the next light,
and you
turn
choose
left.
fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for $60 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. And now with more speed to help keep all your connected devices running. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/21/22. Requires Eco Bill and auto pay. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
1877 cars for kids. KARS cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today. Donate online at carsforkids.com. It's cars with a K. Pick up this quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game and a tie. The type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs and overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Are you a fan of Twin Peaks? Sign up for our e-club to stay up to date on all things Twin Peaks and score free stuff. Signing up is easy. Just visit twinpeaksrestaurant.com/peaks-club.
Turn right onto West Long Lake Road.
Hi, I'm Doug Mans
with Vans Lumber and Millwork. If you're thinking about building a new truck deck this year, we're here to help. Vans Lumber was the first truck dealer in Michigan. We sell and stock more trucks than anyone, which means you'll always get the best value when you buy from Vans Lumber. With a 122-year track record, we understand how important homeowners and builders are to our family's success. Vans Lumber and Millwork, proudly servicing the building industry and homeowners since 1900. Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, we're our MVPs, and we're always here for you. With supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In business, you need connections. Now you can connect with unprecedented access to the nation's largest delivery network. Introducing USPS Connect. You want reach? We go there. You want easy? We're doing simple. You want fast? We go same day. Move your business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com. Specific markets restrictions apply. Same day expected with entry close to final destination.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
We're brought to you by Lady Jane's. Haircuts for men open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome. Aiden Hutchinson, no longer the consensus #1 pick. He is now, according to odds makers, likely to go #2 to the Detroit Lions, while Georgia's Trayvon Walker is the odds-on favorite going to Jacksonville at #1. Michigan's Musa Diamante enters the 2022 NBA draft. He will not get an agent at this time, thus retaining his college eligibility. Tigers at 7-10 off today. They play a 3-game set in Minnesota starting tomorrow night right here on 97.1 The Ticket. NBA playoffs continue tonight. Celtics can sweep the Nets with a win in Brooklyn. Nets are actually favored by 1. Sixers host the Raptors hitting 3-1. They are favored by 8. Jazz and Mavericks beating Dallas tonight. That series tied at 2. Today is the Step Up to the Plate Radiothon for the Detroit Tigers Athletic League. Donate now by calling 313-8404-PAL. That's 313-8404-PAL. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Benwani's.
Congratulations to Miguel Cabrera. His arms! Iglesias the first to hug him. Tigers
All right, so I want to have some fun with you guys. I'll get to your phone. I want to read something, okay? And I'm not going to tell you where it's from. I don't want any bias. I don't want any...
At the light, turn right onto West Long Lake Road.
Or no. This is a scouting report on Aiden Hutchinson, okay? I want to read this. This is someone else's thoughts. My evaluation of Hutchinson has been a roller coaster. Quite frankly, I wasn't a huge fan and saw him more as a day 2 prospect over the summer. Then the 2021 season happened, and the hype took over. Some elements of his game popped over that span, most notably his red-hot motor, violent hands, lateral agility, and speed-to-power conversion. However, rewatching the 2021 tape unearthed some concerns that may have been lost in the hype. Hutchinson has above-average explosiveness off the line, but is not elite like his teammate David Ojabo. His upright style erodes the explosiveness. He plays too high. His pad level can't always punch out of his stance at full speed, and he can't attain superior leverage and attack consistently. Hutchinson isn't an effective mover and can be prone to stiffness. Furthermore, he lacks elite flexibility. He can absorb power with the torso, but his hips can lock up at the top, preventing him from doing a lot of things. His length also isn't elite. He's average at best with his proportional frame. Hutchinson still has a passable athletic skill set, and that skill set is compounded tenfold by the relentless attitude, constant twitch, and combative violent hands. That constant motor, combined with the athletic profile above, is why he's viewed as a top 10 pick. I won't have him quite that high, simply because I don't see the ceiling as astronomical. He can be an impact starter with his motor, relentless violence, and above-average physical tools. Now again, I am not telling you that this is gospel.
Now this is just somebody who does mock drafts or a GM or it's a scout.
So again, you will find things that are nicer, harsher. You can pull them at random.
You want to tell us a scout?
No. I'm telling you.
We don't deserve it.
No. I don't think it's important. Is that when you go out and you
go past this light, and at the next one, turn right.
Or in the absence of the opposite, which is the scouting report that does comp him to
at the light,
Hall of Fame,
turn right
or
onto
does say
Road.
his ceiling's astronomical.
Well, for me, it's the stuff that, people get angry at and say, you just can't do that. But I like to see what you did
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Copperwood Drive.
That's what I judge you the most. Everybody looks good against Little Sisters of the Poor, let's face it. But what did you do when you played the best teams? And I looked at certain guys. That's why I was angry that Thibodeau didn't play against Ohio State. I think that would have been a good measuring stick. Now, they won the game without him, which I was like, well, maybe he's not that good. But then I watched other games that he did, and I'm
turn right onto Copperwood
he is
Drive.
actually pretty good.
Then take a slight left turn
when I
onto
looked at
Waterford
Hutchinson,
Drive.
I based his performance off of 3 games that I watched. And in one of those games, he was really good. The other 2 games, not so much.
Like, here's another one you just pulled. When you look at the negatives.
But I was told that you can't do that.
No, and again, Aiden, here's the danger. He had a once-in-a-lifetime,
take a slight
something
left turn
they'll
onto
write a
Waterford
book about
Drive.
game against
Then
Ohio
turn
State.
right onto Copperwood
He had a
Drive.
senior year that really its legends are made of.
He
and
did.
like
But the Ohio State game, he stood out.
I think he had 15 pressures.
Yeah.
It was an
he might as well have been in the huddle.
It was an all-timer. But the problem is, I'm not going to let that make him, and I'm not going to let the Georgia game break him. The truth's in the middle. And when you really, how about this? Here's another one. Ready?
You know what? I think the truth's in the middle.
Turn right onto Copperwood Court.
Yeah,
Then the destination
2
is on the
sacks,
right.
some pressures. But then there were times he ran himself right out the play.
Can get 2 upright off the snap. Will occasionally lunge into tackles, making first contact rather than keeping his feet underneath him. Below average flexibility on film. Plays upright and stiff. Not a smooth athlete in space.
The destination
Definitely
is on the
cannot
right.
cover.
43-15
May struggle
Copperwood
chasing
Court.
better athletes. Can
Arrive.
be a snap jumper.